What is up, beautiful people? We're going to have a learning moment. So we're going to see if we can get some people on here. I'm trying to get the best angle for my entire screen because it's pretty big. But I want you guys to hear what I have to say. Let's see. Can you get all? There we go. All right. I'm going to try to make sure you can see. I have my phone on a stand, so bear with me. Here we go. Oh, awesome, Courtney. Y'all, Courtney did 3K this morning. All right. So I just had this conversation with my economy team, but I wanted to have this conversation with you guys as well, just so you can understand what's going on. What? Not right now. No, you got to learn how to start waking up early anyway. School starts next week. All right, guys. Hold on, let me close my door. All right, so what you're looking at here, this is called the VIX. It's the volatility of the S&P 500. Now, the VIX essentially measures fear in the markets, you guys, right? Now, I'm on the monthly time frame just so you can see, but that's what it does. And when this happens, our beta is going to increase on our stocks, and also the pricing of contracts are going to increase as well. Now, if you go back and you look, and again, what I'm going to say is just off of facts. This is not opinionated. This is nothing. You can literally back test this and see. But if you look at this here, we have three major spikes, right? We have one here, we have one here, and then we have the recent one that's occurring right now, which I'm going to zoom in a little bit more just to ensure you can see. Does everybody see that? I want to make sure you can see it, but we have 1, 2, 3. I think this is delayed, so I have to be patient. All right. The first time we had this major spike was in 2008. You guys remember what happened in 2008? Are some of you old enough to know what happened in 2008? We had a market crash, right? The first high peak. That's the fear in the market. So anytime you see this spike up like that, that means people are pulling out of their positions. They're taking some of their money. So you're going to see a lot of people in the news. You're going to see a lot of news say, and this is also with crypto. You're going to see it. You're going to see there was just, I think, a couple million just sold off on crypto right now. You'll see that, what's his name? Warren Buffett, right? Berkshire Hathaway just pulled out of a couple positions. They increased the value of their company as well due to doing that, because they took advantage of this bullish run. But you're going to see that everywhere. That's what's going to happen. Now we look at 2020, right? You guys remember what happened in 2020? Remember when the market crashed? That was COVID. Market crashed almost to the same levels as 2008. When that happened, that gave everybody an opportunity to pretty much dabble into stock options. I don't know if you remember this, but a lot of people made some money just dabbling into stock options. And we also had all these surprise courses that came out of nowhere. This time frame created a lot of successful traders by mistake and for people that are educated and know what they're doing. And that was in 2020 for COVID. We are literally, this is right now. You guys see we're closing down now, but do you see how we peaked up? We peaked up at the 64 area on our VIX. Now our candle body is right here. I don't know if you can see, right? So this is the monthly candle. It's going to take time. This is just right now. What this means is right now there is a lot of fear that has been created in the markets. A lot of people are pulling out positions. When your VIX is up high like this, what happens is the cost of stock option contracts are going to be more expensive. Okay, so normally Monday contracts are expensive. They're more pricey anyway because it's the beginning of the week. But typically when the VIX is higher, the cost of contracts are going to be higher. When the VIX stay at a low or just where it normally is, then the contracts are going to be a little bit more affordable. However, if you were listening to what I was saying, millionaires have always been created during these time frames. Always. Now, I had no idea the VIX was up this high. I woke up and I saw it and I was like, oh, wow. I kind of expected this momentum based off of monthly candle review, which is on my YouTube. I tell you guys to do that every single month. So this was expected with stocks. However, the reason why I'm going over this with you guys is because I am literally about to teach a stock options bootcamp in 1 week, next Monday. Get the education. Get the education. I cannot stress this enough, because even though there's a lot of fear being created in the market, if you look at your charts, we're literally at market structure right now. We're just doing a correction. At this point, it's not a major reversal. That can change, but right now, it's not. This is a great opportunity to buy and invest in long-term investments. Great opportunity. Okay? So we don't want to rush into it, but what happens is the news is going to tell you that, we're plummeting, we're down. If you look at my stories, I just posted something that shows like the market being red for the week or for the day. They're going to do that. All right. But most people, as long as we're not reversing, they're going to hold on to their positions because it's going to give them an opportunity to get back in and compound and hedge what's currently going on. So I'm going to show you something, but just so you can kind of see. Last week with my economy team, we talked, and this is literally my drawing. If you're a part of economy, you know I'm not bullshitting. Like, this is 100% factual, right? We looked at Apple and we did a monthly review of Apple. And I had stated that it was going to go right to this level. This is my markup from last week. So if you go to economy, you go to ECA, go to the advanced section, it's monthly candle review. I told you this was going to happen. And I said where it was going to happen to. Now, hopefully some of you have taken my free course, but in my free course, there is a lesson on market structure. Right now with Apple, let me try to move this little thing. And I'm going to make a little box so you can see. I need to start doing these videos on YouTube, guys. I'm going to start moving my videos to YouTube, by the way. So follow me on YouTube. It's Say Yes to Jess. But right now, you can see where even though we've broken the trend line, and I'm going to delete the trend line, we literally just did a breakout and a retest. This does not mean that Apple is bearish long term. This does not mean that we have a reversal at the moment. That is not what this means. So what happens is, yes, just for advanced people, they're going to be like, oh, it's a head and shoulders. Yes, it's a head and shoulders. But all we did was a break and retest. We literally broke through this structure. We're retesting it. So the news is going to tell you that we're having this big drop. This is going on. They're going to create this fear. And sometimes they're right. Sometimes they're wrong. But this is not a place to freak out and pull out. This is not the place where you freak out and pull out. Because look here. Resistance, 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 right? We break out. We're landing on top. What we need to see this week is for price to stay on top of the 198-200 area. Now, if price breaks that, that's a different story. Now we're going to have a reversal. Then we are definitely going to be experiencing a shift in the trend. Okay? Just so you understand that. Yep, NVIDIA is doing the same thing. I just talked about that in class this morning. They're all doing the same thing right now. All of them right now are creating a bounce. So we have to see if this is going to be a trend continuation to go up, or if it breaks that, that's different. So please, get the knowledge. Please, please, please. Because the news is going to sit here right now and be like, it's down 20%. It's down this. This is scary if you are long-term investing in stocks. Absolutely. Depending on where you got in. For stock options, it doesn't matter. We trade the market going up and down. So we make our money regardless. And we already knew this was going to happen based off us analyzing the monthly candles. So I want you guys to understand, if we sit there and respect this 196.87 to 200 area, we're definitely going to go back up. How much? I don't know. I can't tell you that. But it's not like we're at a place where most people are going to freak out. And they usually do that. And then all of a sudden, you'll have these hedge funds put more money into their broker or into trades. And then you'll see it start going up. And you're like, oh, shit. Fuck, I just pulled out and took this loss. So we want to see how it reacts to that area. Okay, guys, I just want you guys to understand the correlation between stocks and the VIX And yes, we did peak, and stocks are going to be pretty expensive today because of the movement. So if you can't afford anything, don't trade right now. Your stock options, don't trade. Just chill out and wait. But we have some time, right? So we want to see how this weekly candle closes this week. If we end up closing pretty bullish, that's going to be scary. Now, what are some factors that have created this in the market, right? What has created this fear? Number one, we have a lot of like war-like situations that are going on, right? We have Ukraine and Russia. Right now, we have some tension between Iran, Israel, Lebanon. We also have some tension in the UK. So we have a lot of tension going on right now. That scares people, okay? That scares a lot of people. People are afraid, like especially a lot of retail traders, they'll want to pull their money out because there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's going to be happening. And then currently with this election, we have a Democratic candidate that wasn't essentially, I don't want to say elected, like people didn't vote for her, right? Like she just got the position of being the person to run for president, which is this. I don't know if this has ever happened, to be honest with you. I know as a trader, I've never seen this happen. And I mentioned that a couple weeks ago when it occurred, that I don't know how the markets are going to react to it because I've never experienced that. So there's a lot of uncertainty going on. And I'm just going to be honest here. Most people that are in these long-term hedge investing and doing these type of things are typically Republicans. Not saying Democrats are not, but they're typically Republicans. So you're going to see a lot of people just pull out. They're going to be pulling out. These corporations, they're going to be pulling out. They typically are Republican Party because it benefits their corporations. It benefits their businesses. So not all of them, okay? And we're not going to get into politics. We're getting just into like what the numbers state. And you can go back and you can research this data. I'm not giving an opinion. So as you can see, our millionaires have been pulling out of positions, right? You guys have seen that. It's all over the news. So we want to see what's going to happen. Now let's go to our, I'm on a demo right now because I have to make a video for somebody. But if we look up the pricing on SPY on a 0 DTE, which is like a zero expiration, the prices are pretty expensive right now for contracts compared to what they normally are, right? So normally if you were to get like a 2 out the money contract, if you get a 2 out the money contract, you're looking at $100 and something. Now it is Monday and contracts are a little bit more pricey on Monday, but they are more expensive. They're going to go down late. They're going to go down, but the contracts are more expensive because of that fear that's been created. So what you want to do is just keep an eye out on your VIX. Right now I'm on the 4-minute and we want to see if we can just get back down to decent levels. That will get our stock option contracts at a more affordable rate, and hopefully smooth things down. But like I said, the most important thing out of everything that I'm saying, every time this has happened, millionaires have been created and some of the biggest revenues have been created. We are now in the recession mode based off of the data that I have provided for you guys. I don't know if you guys saw it, but we are now technically, I want to say a 0.5% now deemed recession mode. Okay. Hey, Elise. So we need to be mindful of that. That's another thing that has contributed to what's been going on with the VIX and that fear in the market. So we definitely want to see this VIX come down. All right. We want to see it come down some more to levels that were pretty much normal trading conditions, right? So that's going to be between the 16 and 20 are going to be our normal trading conditions. And that's going to get us back to cheaper contracts, regular volatility in the market. So yeah, I just wanted to educate you guys on this so you can see. I know it sounds bad, but I'm really excited that this is happening right now because I'm about to teach a stock options bootcamp and I've had this plan for months. I had no idea this was going to happen, you guys. So with you guys getting the knowledge, this could be a really great opportunity for long-term investment for stocks and for stock options. So definitely long-term investment for stocks. This is going to be good. You can see here where back in 2020, when this happened, we had 4 years of this just moving pretty smooth. And then, bam. Oh, excuse me, 2020. Forgive me. That was 2018. Forgive me. This is 2020. So we had some pretty smooth. This is not smooth right here, but it being this low is a good thing for us. Yeah, I'm going to save this, you guys. I really want to put this on my YouTube, to be honest. I'm trying to get more of you to go to my YouTube not Instagram. But I just, again, wanted to share this with you guys so you understand. Now, if you look at this here, I'm on the monthly. Well, I'm on the monthly, but let me draw some structure here so you can just see real quick. And we're going to go to the daily. So this structure is around 36.25. If we stay above this area and we do, ooh, why is it looking like that? Why does it look like that? I feel like it looks weird right now. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe it's just my end. But if we stay above this and we continue to go up, the stocks are going to be cheaper to invest in. So it's going to be great time for long-term investing. Stock options are going to be a little bit more expensive. You may have to go out the money for your contracts, but trust me, when it comes back down, it's going to go right back to regular. So pay attention to your charts. Look at the buying opportunities. See if you are at a significant level of support. Pay attention to your daily and your weekly candles and how they react to that level of support. Give me a second. I'm going to show you guys something real quick. All right. I'm going to show you NVIDIA. Right. So I'm going to show NVIDIA on the weekly. Actually, I think I want to do monthly. Yeah, it was monthly. So if we look at NVIDIA, because Susanna was talking about it, you can see where it's essentially just a break and retest of structure, right? But this drop right here has created fear in the market, which is what the VIX is essentially stating. But you can see where we are just literally retesting. So if we go to the weekly, we can see where, and white is my bullish candle where we're retest and we're starting to push up. So we definitely want to close this gap on the weekly and continue going up. If that happens, it's great. But that's what we want to see with NVIDIA. But you can see that correction is what that fear is. And it's really not that bad. But if you are investing millions of dollars, absolutely, it can be. So just don't freak out yet. Don't freak out. Don't listen to the news. Understand market structure. I'm so big on this. It's in my free training, you guys. Like, go study it. Draw your market structure. And don't be so quick to pull out of these positions. Pay attention to your higher time frames. I hope this helps. I'm going to keep this up for you guys. Yeah, have a great one.